Chapter 1. The Prison Walls, a Contrast of Shadows and Light. The heavy clang of the prison gates echoed through the dimly lit corridors, a sound that would forever linger in Miriam's mind. As she entered, the stark contrast between her former life and this new reality hit her like a wave, a world stripped of color and filled with the harshness of confinement. In her first diary entry, Miriam recounts feelings of despair, weaving through memories of laughter-filled classrooms and sunlit days. The cold, unforgiving walls feel suffocating, yet within this bleakness, a flicker of determination ignites. She writes of her fierce will to forge connections, to understand and be understood. The score of somber music underscores her reflections. Hope and isolation intertwine, illuminating her journey. Despite the brutality surrounding her, Miriam's spirit emerges as she seeks a path to meaningful relationships, foreshadowing the resilience that will resonate throughout the prison's unforgiving depths. Chapter 2. The First Day. The soundscape of the prison intake process fills the air, clanging metal doors, shuffling feet, and distant echoes of muted conversations. Miriam's voice trembles as she recounts her first day inside the maximum security prison. She describes standing in the stark, fluorescent-lit receiving area, a fish out of water among hardened faces and steel bars. The smell of antiseptic hangs heavy, contrasting sharply with the vibrant life she once knew as a teacher. Anxiety surges through her veins as she faces the reality of her new home. In her diary, she reflects on the disbelief of her surroundings. Each clang of the gate sealing her fate reverberates within her. Yet amidst the chaos, a flicker of resilience ignites. Miriam vows to not let despair define her. Instead, she resolves to seek connection, to learn from her fellow inmates, and to find pockets of humanity amidst the shadows of confinement that now surround her. Chapter 3. Unexpected Friendships, Bonds that Defy Boundaries. In the dimly lit mess hall, Jordan recounts the first time he crossed paths with Charlie, the elderly inmate whose enduring spirit defied the weight of years spent behind bars. At just 22, Jordan felt lost, consumed by the pitfalls of his past. It was a simple gesture, a shared table during lunch, that sparked an unlikely friendship. Jordan recalls Charlie's weathered hands, stained with ink from years of writing reflections and poetry. The older man's eyes twinkled with a wisdom forged in hardship, inviting Jordan into a world of stories that transcended the prison walls. They spent hours discussing dreams and regrets, as Charlie shared tales of his youth, igniting a flicker of hope and aspiration in Jordan's heart. Through laughter and tears, their bond defied age and circumstance, reshaping Jordan's understanding of strength and resilience in the face of adversity. Chapter 4. The Mentor's Wisdom. As Jordan paces in the dim light of the common area, the weight of his youthful mistakes feels ever present. He recalls his deep conversations with Charlie, who sits across from him, eyes sparkling with the wisdom of a life fully lived, with stories of his past, his own hardships, triumphs, and regrets. Charlie becomes a beacon of hope for Jordan, illuminating paths he never knew existed. Every decision, every misstep is a lesson. Charlie often says, and his words resonate in Jordan's mind, a steady mantra amidst chaos. He listens intently, soaking in tales of resilience, moments when Charlie faced despair and chose to rise. As the two share laughter and tears, Jordan begins to forge a new identity, one built on understanding and growth. Each story weaves a deeper connection, bridging the gap between their worlds, reminding Jordan that redemption is a journey shared, not walked alone. Chapter 5. Moments of Reflection, Time in Solitude. Lena's voice breaks through the oppressive silence of her solitary confinement. Each entry paints a portrait of longing and reminiscence, her words like fragile threads weaving through the heavy fabric of isolation. She speaks of the rustling leaves from her favorite park, the laughter of her children playing in the sun, a stark contrast to the four bare walls surrounding her. The sound of a distant clock ticking amplifies her solitude, echoing the passage of time she can neither escape nor ignore. Through vivid imagery, Lena explores the essence of freedom, pondering the significance of choices and the weight of regret. Her contemplative reflections reveal a fierce desire to remain connected to the world outside, fueled by memories of love and the bittersweet promise of redemption. In these moments of introspection, Lena's resilience shines through, a beacon of hope against the dark backdrop of her confinement. Chapter 6. The Chilling Silence. In the stillness of Lena's solitary confinement cell, silence envelops her like a heavy blanket. The faint sound of distant footsteps echoes through the corridor, punctuating her solitude. Here, her mind becomes a refuge and a prison, a paradox that she navigates daily. Through her diary, she shares her poignant reflections, vivid memories of lush green parks, the gentle rustling of leaves, and the laughter of her children. Each image is a bittersweet reminder of freedom lost. As she gazes at the bare walls, she contemplates the essence of her existence, what it means to be free when shackled by past mistakes. In her isolation, Lena wrestles with despair and moments of clarity, pondering existential questions. Can hope survive in confinement? Can she reclaim her identity? Her powerful reflections reveal the intricate dance between hopelessness and hope, a testament to the human spirit's resilience, even in the deepest darkness. Chapter 7. The Art of Survival, Creativity Behind Bars. In this chapter, we meet Raphael, a passionate artist who transforms his prison cell into a canvas of hope. His diary entries capture the raw emotions that come with confinement, describing how each stroke of paint and every line of poetry serve as a lifeline. The sounds of brushes scraping against the canvas resonate through the gloomy halls, punctuated by Raphael's introspection. He reflects on how art allows him to reclaim his identity, providing an escape from the harsh realities of prison life. As he shares his vision for an art exhibition, the atmosphere shifts from despair to anticipation. The concept of turning the dreary confines of prison into a gallery sparks excitement among fellow inmates. Through collaborative efforts, they prepare for a unique showcase that celebrates human emotion and resilience, forging connections that uplift their spirits. In this creative sanctuary, they find a sense of purpose, painting a brighter future against the backdrop of their shared struggles. Chapter 8. The Exhibition of Hope. The dimly lit prison common room transforms into a vibrant gallery, echoing with excitement and anticipation. Sounds of brushes swishing against canvas intertwine with quiet murmurs of inmates and guards alike, all gathered for Raphael's art exhibition. As the curtains draw back, colorful paintings depicting themes of freedom, loss, and resilience greet the eyes of every observer. Raphael stands nervously at the entrance, his heart racing with a mix of pride and vulnerability. Inmates share their thoughts on the artwork, their voices filled with awe and inspiration. "This piece reminds me of my daughter," one man says, eyes glistening. The atmosphere, usually steeped in tension, is replaced by a rare sense of togetherness and appreciation. In these moments, art transcends the harsh confines of prison walls, reminding everyone present that hope and beauty can flourish even in the bleakest of circumstances. This exhibition becomes a symbol of their collective journey towards healing and redemption. Chapter 9. Family Ties, Love from the Outside. In the dim light of her cell, Nina immerses herself in memories of laughter and bedtime stories shared with her children. Her diary entry opens with the sound of a prison phone ringing, a stark reminder of the bittersweet connection she clings to. Through recorded conversations, we hear her voice quiver as she speaks to her son, wishing she could embrace him instead of relying on fragile words. Each call carries the weight of both love and longing, revealing the emotional toll of incarceration. Nina reflects on the struggle to maintain her role as a mother while entangled in the confines of prison walls. She grapples with guilt and hope, holding on to the vision of reuniting with her children as motivation for change. The emotional resonance of these moments highlights the profound impact of familial bonds, even from afar, underscoring the resilience that love can inspire in the darkest of circumstances. Chapter 10. Balancing Hope and Heartache. Nina's diary entry captures the profound struggle of maintaining a connection with her children while serving her sentence. Each phone call is a bittersweet reminder of her love, filled with laughter that echoes in her heart, juxtaposed against the reality of their separation. "Mommy, when are you coming home?" her youngest asks, a question that pierces her soul. She longs to wrap her arms around them, to witness their growth, yet each day is a reminder of her absence. Through her narration, we feel her yearning and the weight of guilt pressing down. As she shares stories of family traditions, each word spills over with warmth and sorrow. These conversations are rich with longing, but also shimmering with hope. Nina vows to be a better person for them, using her experience to inspire change. The struggle to balance love and regret unfolds, painting a vivid picture of a mother's heart in turmoil. Chapter 11. Redemption and Reflection, A New Path Forward. As the prison walls hum with the soft echoes of hope, inmates engage in innovative rehabilitation programs designed to ignite their inner potential. In a series of transformative group therapy sessions, they share raw, vulnerable narratives that uncover deep-seated fears and dreams. These discussions become a lifeline, revealing the common threads of regret and yearning among them. Miriam reflects on her journey from despair to self-discovery, fueled by her desire to atone for her past. Jordan opens up about embracing responsibility, inspired by Charlie's wisdom. Lena finds solace in the realization that even within confinement, there lies an opportunity for growth. As these moments unfold, the atmosphere shifts and laughter is mixed with tears, proof that healing is a collective endeavor. With each shared story, they craft a new identity, one that transcends the scars of their past and paves the way for a future filled with possibilities. Chapter 12. Building a Community. Amidst the harsh realities of prison life, a transformative bond begins to emerge among the inmates. In this chapter, the sound of laughter and shared stories echoes through the common areas, breaking the monotony of confinement. We hear Jordan reflect on the friendships he formed with fellow inmates, emphasizing how they became a surrogate family. He recounts moments of vulnerability, where shared struggles ignited conversations about dreams and fears, creating a profound sense of belonging. Miriam's voice joins in, recalling the warmth of group discussions that fostered trust and solidarity. The inmates share their experiences of understanding and supporting one another, breaking down the barriers built by their pasts. The narrative highlights the power of connection, illustrating that even within prison walls, hope blossoms through community. As the chapter unfolds, listeners can feel the shift, individuals transforming their pain into strength through the embrace of shared stories and collective healing. Chapter 13. The Day of Release, Facing the Unknown. The day has finally arrived, a moment both exhilarating and terrifying. The sounds of footsteps echo down the corridor as inmates gather their possessions, a mix of nervous laughter and anxious silence filling the air. Miriam reflects on her transformation, recalling the long nights of despair and the flickers of hope that carried her through. Jordan pensively considers the lessons from Charlie and the uncertain path ahead, wondering if he can truly shed his past. Nina clutches the phone in her hand, yearning for her children while grappling with the fear of what awaits her outside these walls. Each inmate bids emotional farewells, trading stories and promises of connection as they step toward an uncertain future. The prison gates swing open, releasing them into the world beyond, where freedom beckons, but the weight of reality looms large. Their heartbeats sync with the distant sounds of a life they've long only dreamed of.